All stand and remain standing until the conclusion of the reading of the proclamation. Ladies and gentlemen, the proclamation. All persons having any business before this honorable court, now give your attendance, and you shall be heard.
Yes, Mr.
Admission of lawyers. Peter Abdel Sata.
May it please the court, I move that Peter Abdul Sader be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Peter Abdel Sader be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sayed Muzamil Ali.
May it please the court, I move that Sayed Muzamil Ali be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Sayed Muzamil Ali be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Elizabeth Jean Aquilina.
May it please the court, I move that Elizabeth Jean Aquilina be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Elizabeth Jean Aquilina be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Michelle Catherine Breda Badali.
May it please the court, I move that Michelle Catherine Breda Badali be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Michelle Catherine Breda Badali be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lachlan Hugh Barker.
May it please the court, I move that Lachlan Hugh Barker be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Lachlan Hugh Barker be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Coco Rose Bidner.
May it please the court, I move that Coco Rose Bidner be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Coco Rose Bidner be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Michael John Bishop.
May it please the court, I move that Michael John Bishop be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Michael John Bishop be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Second, Your Honour.
So the wrong move there.
There's a second.
May it please the court, I move that Michael John Bishop be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
You won't be admitted the second time, but I'll say it again. Michael John Bishop be admitted as a lawyer of this court once.
Andrew Ross Norman Cameron.
May it please the court, I move that Andrew Ross Norman Cameron be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Andrew Ross Norman Cameron be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Dylan Ho Ying Chan.
May it please the court, I move that Dylan Ho Ying Chan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Dylan Ho Ying Chan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yik Kwan Chung.
May it please the court, I move that Yik Kwan Jern be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ye Kwan Jung be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tin Wing Vivian Chung.
May it please the court, I move that Tin Wing Vivian Chung be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Let Tim Wing Vivian Chung be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Alexandra Christopoulos.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter, Alexandra Lydia Christopoulos, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Alexander Christopoulos be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sweta Dahal.
May it please the court, I move that Sweta Dahal be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Sweta Dahal be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Abbas Darkuk.
May it please the court, I move that my brother, Abbas Dakduk, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Abbas Daktug be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Marissa Georgia Davos.
May it please the court, I move that Marissa Georgia Davos be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Marissa Georgia Davos be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Taylor Denford.
May it please the court, I move that Taylor Denford be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Taylor Denford be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Amir El Ruby.
May it please the court, I move that my brother Amir El Rubay be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Amir El Rubay be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lucy Patricia Falconer.
May it please the court, I move that Lucy Patricia Faulkner be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Lucy Patricia Falconer be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lee Adrien Falculun.
May it please the court, I move that Lee Adrian Falcoon be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Lee Adrian Falcoonen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Callum James Forbes.
May it please the court, I move that Callum James Forbes be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Callum James Forbes be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yali Guan.
I please the court. I move that Yali Guan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Yali Guan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Shania Isabel Gumarez.
May it please the court, I move that Shania Isabel Gumarez be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Shania Isabel Gonarez be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nicole Hermes.
May it please the court, I move that my cousin Nicole Hermes be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Nicole Hamiz be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sabrina Jacob.
May it please the court, I move that Sabrina Jacob be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Sabrina Jacob be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Janvi Neelan Jogia.
I please the court. I move that Janvi Neelam Jogia be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That John V. Neelam Jagia be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Derek John Jones.
May it please the court. I move that Derek John Jones be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Derek John Jones be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Piper Josephine Keel.
May it please the court, I move that Piper Josephine Keel be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Piper Josephine Keel be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hina Karim Khan.
May it please the court. I move that Hannah Karim Khan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Haran Karim Khan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sulam Kim.
May it please the court. I move that Sulam Kim be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Sulam Kim be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Bonju Ku.
May it please the court, I move that my wife, Bonju Ku, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Bonju Ku be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Katie Haiting Ku.
May it please the court. I move that Katie Haiting Koo be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Katie Haiting Ku be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Aishel Anshu Kumar.
May it please the court. I move that Aishel Anshu Kumar be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Aishel Anshu Kumar be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Dennis Yan Sik Lam.
May it please the court. I move that Dennis Yan Sik Lam be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Dennis Yang Sik Lam be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Samuel William Langler.
May it please the court, I move that my son, Samuel William Langler, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Samuel William Langler be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jennifer Samantha Lismana Waijaya.
May it please the court. I move that Jennifer Samantha Lesmana Wijaya be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Jennifer Samantha Lazama Lijaya be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ao Lai.
May it please the court. I move that Ao Lai be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Ao Lai be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Susanna Saiting Liang.
May it please the court, I move that Susanna C.T. Liang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Susanna C.T. Liang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nicoletta Liaris.
May it please the court, I move that Nicoletta Liaris be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Nicoletta Liara be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Johanna Jane Lindemann.
May it please the court, I move that Johanna Jane Lindemann be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Johanna Jane Lindemann be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jai Lin Lu.
May I please the court? I move that Jia Lin Lu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Charlene Liu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jennifer Joy Ann Long.
May it please the court, I move that Jennifer Joyanne Long be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Jennifer Joy Ann Leong be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Bu Yai Ma.
I please the court. I move that Buyai Ma be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Buyai Ma be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Shraddha Malhotra.
I please the court. I move that Shraddha Malhotra be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Shraddha Malhotra be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hunter Carl Nichols.
May it please the court, I move that my son, Hunter Carl Nichols, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Hunter Carl Mickles be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ashley Jordan Muscat.
I please the court. I move that Ashley Jordan Muscat be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Ashley Jordan Muscat be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tanisha Vishta Singh Narayan.
May it please the court. I move that Tanisha Vrishti Singh Narayan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Tanisha Vishri Singh Narayan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Carla Tiao Lipiti Pakalani.
May it please the court. I move that Kala T. Aula Lipeti Pakalini be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Carla Lipeti Pakalina be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ethan Prasing.
May it please the court, I move that Athene Hussain be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Athene Prasain be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yen K. Su.
I please the court. I move that Yen K. Su be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Yen Kai Su be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sophie Elizabeth Snudden.
May it please the court, I move that Sophie Elizabeth Snudden be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Sophie Elizabeth Snudden be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Elizabeth Sukar.
May it please the court, I move that Elizabeth Sukar be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Elizabeth Sukar be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Bettina Sienna Tashla.
May it please the court, I move that Bettina Sienna Tazla be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Bettina Sienna Slavsla be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Olga Sukhanova.
May it please the court. I move that Olga Sukhanova be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Olga Sukhanova be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Antonio Visa.
May it please the court. I move that Antonio Visa be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Antonio Visa be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Christopher Lawrence Andrew Wells.
May it please the court. I move that Christopher Lawrence Andrew Wells be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Christopher Lawrence Andrew Wells be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jesse Zhou Xiao.
May it please the court, I move that my partner, Jesse Zhuo Zhao, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Jesse Zhuo Zhao be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sabrina Zhang.
May I please the court, I move that Sabrina Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Sabrina Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Li Zhao.
May it please the court, I move that Li Zhao be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Zi Zhao be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Grace Zhong.
May it please the court. I move that Grace Zhong be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Grace Zhong be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rita Cartier Zulo.
sister, Rita Cartier-Singleton, be admitted as lawyer of this honourable court.
That Rita Cartier-Zula be admitted as a lawyer of this court. Right. It'll be necessary now for those applicants whose admission has been moved to stand and remain standing for the purpose of swearing an oath or making a declaration. Please stand as directed by the officiating officer. There's not been a question yet.
First and second rows, please stand, as we've already done. Peter Abdul Sattar, Sayed Musamil Ali, Elizabeth Jean Aquilina, Michelle Catherine Breeder Baduli, Lachlan Hugh Barker, Coco Rose Bidner, Michael John Bishop, Andrew Ross Norman Cameron, Dylan Ho Yin Chan, Yik Kwan Chung, Tin Wing Vivian Chung, Alexandra Christopoulos, Sweta Dana, Abbas Dukduk, Marissa Georgia Davos, Taylor Denford, do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? So help me God. Thank you. Please be seated. Would the third and fourth rows please stand? Amir El Ruby, Lucy Patricia Falconer, Lee Adrian Falcoulon, Callum James Forbes, Yali Guan, Shania Isabel Gumarez, Nicole Hermes, Sabrina Jacob, Janvi Neelam Jogia, Derek John Jones, Piper Josephine Keel, Hannah Karam Khan, Sulim Kim, Bonju Ku, Katie Haitin Ku, Aishal Anshu Kumar, Dennis Yan Sik Lam, Samuel William Langler, Jennifer Samantha Besmana Wijaya, Ao Lai. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of the state according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
So help me God.
Thank you. Please be seated. Would row 5 in front of me please stand? Susanna Saiting Liang, Nicoletta Liaris, Joanna Jane Lindemann, Jialing Lu, Jennifer Joy Ann Long, Buyi Ma, Shradra Malhotra, Hunter Carl Mickles, Ashley Jordan Muscat, Tanisha Vistri Singh Narayan, Carly Tiara Lipidi Pakalini. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
So help me God.
Thank you. Please be seated. Would row 6 and 7, row 6 please, and 7 stand please. And the other row. Thank you. Ethan Prasain, Yu Kai Su, Sophie Elizabeth Nudden, Elizabeth Suka, Bettina Sienna Tashla, Olga Trisanovska, Antonia Viza, Christopher Lawrence Andrew Wells, Jesse Zhao Zhou, Sabrina Zhang, Li Zhao, Grace Zhong, Rita Cartier Zulo. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability. Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
So help me God.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Now that the formal part of the ceremony is over, may I welcome you all here to the Banco Court of the Supreme Court of New South Wales. I'm Justice Stevenson. I sit in the Equity Division of the Court, and today I represent the Chief Justice. On my right is sitting on the bench with me today. On my right is Justice Rees, who sits with me in the Equity Division, and on my left, Justice Weinstein, who sits in the Common Law Division. And we together constitute the court that has, in the exercise of its jurisdiction, admitted you all to practice, you twice, today. We have done so sitting on the land of the Gadigal people, and on behalf of us all, can I pay my respects to the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation and pay my respect to their elders, past, present, and emerging. Well, to all you newly admitted lawyers, welcome to the legal profession. Today is a day for celebration. We know how hard you've all worked to get here. I also welcome your friends and family, whose support I am sure has been invaluable to you all on your journey thus far. For many of them, their endurance of your finely polished or developing skills of argument may be at an end, or maybe not. But however that may be, I'm sure that they are immensely proud of you, and I encourage you to take the time to thank them. And depending on how good an advocate you become, you may even persuade them to shout you out for a drink or a dinner later today. This is an old court, and it last year celebrated its bicentenary. That makes it, some of you may be surprised to know, the longest, one of the oldest continuing common law courts in the world. And the Chief Justice has asked me to ask you to take the time when we finish today to view the history wall outside the court and the photographs of our bicentennial sitting. And look at the Supreme Court gallery out there, of which the Chief Justice is very proud. The ceremony that you've just followed, namely swearing an oath or making an admission to practice, dates back a long time to the 12th century. And this is not just a quaint tradition. It's a public undertaking by all of you in the presence of your friends, your peers, and senior judges of the court to truly and honestly conduct yourself as in your practice as a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and to faithfully serve the administration of the laws and usages of this state. And as you've seen, the ceremony is attended by some unique but important formalities. First, your admission has been moved by someone who's already a member of the profession. And second, you have made a formal oath or affirmation, as I say, in the presence of your family, your peers, and judges of the court. And we have all witnessed the solemn and serious promises and undertakings you have given today. The law touches every part of our society, and it can and will no doubt lead you all in different directions or career paths. But in whatever direction you go after you leave court today, you must remember that the oath or affirmation you've taken today is a serious one and deserves solemn regard for every single day of your professional lives. And whether you go to the bar, work in a solicitor's office, work in a Crown Law office, work in the Aboriginal Legal Service, in a government agency or department, or in an entirely different field, you must always be known for your honesty and your integrity and your commitment to justice that you've made in front of us all here today. And you must always remember that admission to the court is a privilege, it's not a right, and it's contingent upon your continuing adherence to your oath or affirmation. Now you can see, especially for those of you who are not lawyers, you'll be surprised to see the portraits of the former Chief Justices on the wall around here. And you'll see that we're wearing the same robes, in some cases literally, as have been worn by our predecessors. And you may be wondering why, after all this time, after 200 years, we still wear the same robes that the judges wore 2 centuries ago. I can tell you some reasons why we don't wear them. It's not because we think they're comfortable, nor that we think they're fashionable. But we do so for symbolic reasons, because symbolically, especially on ceremonial occasions such as this, they serve to highlight the continuity of the rule of law in New South Wales. And I'll come back to how important that is in a moment, especially as we look with distress at the events of the world around us. Judges are drawn, I'm pleased to say, from an increasingly diverse pool. There are now 600 women barristers at the bar, including the immediate past president of the Bar Association. 43% of all judicial officers are now women, not 43% of this court, but we're getting better. Some very senior judicial officers in Australia are women. The Chief Justice of Queensland, the Chief Justice of the ACT. And women make almost 2/3, I'm told, of solicitors under the age of 35 in New South Wales. Indeed, the President of the Law Society is a distinguished female practitioner. The composition of the legal profession is quite different from when I started practice 50 years ago, and it's a good thing. So our robes serve symbolically to differentiate the judiciary in another way, and that is from other arms of government, the legislature and the executive. We are a separate, independent arm of government. And as I said, we are seeing on a daily basis from events abroad, including very recently, how important the separation of powers is and how important it is that courts in this country and in this state in particular supervise the lawful exercise of state power. We should all reflect of how fortunate we are to live in a Commonwealth, in a country where the Commonwealth, the state, local governments respect the rulings of the courts, even if those rulings are politically inconvenient of or critical of the government. So in a world where there's much global uncertainty and much to be troubled about, the rule of law is important, is more important than ever. And it is no mere academic construct. It's not a theoretical matter. It is something which serves to be the opposite of the arbitrary abuse of power and the rule of autocratic dictators and popularists. It has been described recently as a bastion against those who use chaos as a ladder, and we've seen plenty of that lately, haven't we? And notwithstanding the formality and the traditions that we observe when we're conducting ceremonies like this, the law is dynamic. We all know what a change COVID made to the way in which we use technology, and that includes us here, we're here at the court. And there's also the great opportunity and the challenge of generative AI, something which you'll all be working with, no doubt, in your professional career, and with which you'll need to be very careful. And you'll all, I'm sure, pay careful attention to the recent practice note that this court has published, directed not just to practitioners, but to us as well, as to the extent to which artificial intelligence can be used. And let me emphasise, we can't use it at all. You can use it, but you must acknowledge its use and take great care with it. Now, while these things are all well and good, we all have to remember that the law has a human heart. The central part of being a good lawyer is understanding people, because for the most part, you'll be dealing with people who are involved in some kind of legal process or another, normally not because they want to, but because some circumstance has occurred that has brought them into litigation or into some sort of disputation. And that will touch what you do, whether you're working in commercial law or civil law, criminal law, or in the areas of succession and probate. You must deliver your legal services with dignity, with integrity, with compassion and courtesy, and remembering this extremely disadvantaged circumstance that most people you'll be dealing with find themselves when they come before the courts and other legal institutions. What we can see from the ceremony today is what a diverse background are the lawyers who come to this state. It's very different and much more healthy, I think, than when I first started practicing. It's important for us all to remember that Australia is an increasingly diverse cultural community, and the law, although it's the one law for all people, must serve all people in all aspects of our community. Now, let me give you a bit of professional and personal advice. As a lawyer, you will often have to make difficult ethical decisions. You must use the tools that you have learned to think critically and not compromise your fundamental duties to your court, the court and yourselves, and to the administration of justice. You'll make mistakes, we all do. It's always good to try to only make the one mistake twice and to try to learn from them and to resolve to think more carefully about the circumstance in which that mistake was made and vow not to make it again. One mistake you must not make is to give your clients advice that you think they want to hear. that will never be good advice. You are there to give impartial advice to the best of your ability, no matter what the circumstances are. And always bear in mind some very important words that the current Chief Justice of Australia, Stephen Gageler, said before he became a judge, and that was, you must all give the same advice to the same people, no matter what the question is, and no matter what the circumstances in which the question was asked. Some aspects of what lawyers do is confrontational. The practice of law is stressful and demanding. Can I suggest that it never helps to introduce personal animus, unnecessary aggravation into your practice? Can I suggest you all simply be the polite inquirer and to just keep your cool, calm demeanour no matter what? You'll come across opponents who will try to rev you up. Don't respond. Just be a quiet, dignified, calm practitioner. One thing you can also bear in mind, I think, is that the best advocates make their points succinctly and simply. Often I would say, almost always, less is more. For the non-lawyer, and there'll be many of those in the room here, our ever-expanding statute books and the array of laws is becoming increasingly complex and prolix. Your role is to not oversimplify things, but to make them as clear and as accessible as is possible. That facilitates access to justice, which is a vital matter in a functioning democracy. Mental and physical health are both extremely important. Don't work 24 hours a day. Don't work every weekend. Take some time to relax, look after your mental health, and just as importantly, look out for your colleagues. Look out to your colleagues and see whether they just need to be taken aside and have a cup of tea or a quiet, friendly word. And remember, this is a highly collegiate profession. And in that context, let me call upon some representatives of the New South Wales and the Law Society to say a few words. Dr. Townsend, do you move?
May it please the court. I begin by respectfully joining in your honour's acknowledgement of the Gadigal of the Eora Nation, their elders past and present, and other Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, including members of those peoples who may be present here today. May I also respectfully facilitate your honour on what I understand is your honour's final sitting after 13 years. How appropriate and what symmetry that it should occur on a joyous occasion such as this, welcoming so many new members of our profession. My name is David Townsend, and I have been practicing for 5 years at the bar, predominantly in commercial law, equity, and class actions. Admittees, on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession. The legal profession is an old profession based on precedent and the rule of law, while also being a profession that grows and develops to adapt to new practices and technology, and importantly, to society's values as they change over time. For several decades now, the composition of solicitors and barristers in New South Wales has changed to better reflect the community, and that is a very good thing. The bar today is a welcoming place for people of all genders and backgrounds. Admittees, the person who walked into this courtroom today is not the same as the one who will walk out. You entered here as a student at law, but you will leave as a lawyer, an officer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, one of the oldest institutions of justice in the country and indeed in the common law world. It is an honour to be a lawyer, and in my case, a barrister. Along with the government, the police, the judiciary, and others, lawyers are the columns upon which the whole edifice of the rule of law is built. I am proud, as I hope you will be too, to be a member of the legal profession. As a barrister, I get to work with intelligent people, many of them my opponents, to use reason, common sense, and humanity to help the court to arrive at solutions to difficult problems of law. It's a serious responsibility and it can be quite a challenge at times, but it's very satisfying to know that I can help my clients by giving expert advice and by appearing and speaking for them in courts like this one. In fact, as a barrister, I sometimes feel that I have, in Theodore Roosevelt's words, won what is far and away the best prize that life offers, the chance to work hard at work worth doing. Many come to the bar after several years' practice as a solicitor first, and there is great value in learning how to litigate as a solicitor before taking on the role of being a barrister. However, you should not assume that there is some sort of set path to the bar. I, for instance, came with more experience as an academic than as a practitioner and more overseas than in Australia. In fact, in my career before the bar, I've been at various times a volunteer zookeeper and a leader of luxury wine tours in Italy. And let me tell you, knowing how to manage a 400-pound gorilla is surprisingly useful at the bar. However, on commencing as a barrister, I found myself actively welcomed by my more senior colleagues and wonderfully supported by my tutors and other colleagues, many of whom have become close and genuine friends. In fact, through coming to the bar, I even ended up meeting my wife, whose admission I moved in this court a little over a year ago. I found that the experiences that I brought to the bar were valued by my colleagues, and I found that my own professional life has been enriched by the diversity of backgrounds and experiences of my fellows at the bar. So if this sounds like your kind of place, I would encourage you to consider joining the New South Wales Bar. I think you might enjoy it. If you're interested in coming to the bar, you can contact the New South Wales Bar Association or have a look at its website. And each year there is a career at the bar open day. In your first year of practice as what's called a reader, you receive particular assistance from 2 barristers of at least 7 years seniority who meet with you weekly, review your work, and teach you practical skills. But the support you will receive is not limited to those 2 barristers, and the bar indeed is renowned for its collegiality, especially in chambers. There are also opportunities to become involved in the work of the New South Wales Bar Association, which is the professional body that supports barristers and has a range of committees, including a new barristers committee, of which I'm one of the co-chairs this year, which organises social and educational functions for 0 to 5 year barristers like me, and a diversity and equality committee, which promotes one of the key strategic goals of the New South Wales Bar Association, to attract the best people to be barristers, regardless of their race, religion, gender, parental status, or sexual orientation. So whether as a solicitor or a barrister, I encourage you to get involved in the work of the Law Society or the Bar Association and to use your skills to assist your community. It is a rewarding experience to practice in connection with other people, your legal profession. So once again, on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession and I congratulate you on your admission as a lawyer of this honourable court. May it please the court.
Thank you, Dr. Townsend. Ms. Lighton, do you move?
May it please the court. I join with His Honour and my colleagues' acknowledgement of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, who are the traditional custodians of the land, sea and skies on which we meet. And I extend that respect to the Aboriginal elders, past and present, and any other First Nations people present. My name is Jessica Lighton, and not long ago, I stood where each of you are today. What a day for celebration this is. Each of you are here being admitted to the Supreme Court role as the final step at what I suspect was quite a long and oftentimes challenging journey. You should all feel immensely proud of what you have achieved thus far, and the fact that so many of your family and friends are here today shows that they are also very proud of your achievement. When I embarked on my career as a solicitor, I must admit I was not entirely sure what to expect. It was not always easy. The challenges were not always welcome ones, and at times it was quite overwhelming. I made mistakes. I hopefully learned from them. And I must encourage you to accept that you will also make mistakes, but learn from them. Take the feedback that is given. One of the most important things I have learnt is the value of belonging to a profession. The legal profession is an increasingly large and, for the better, an increasingly diverse community, a community of which you are all now a part. It is my pleasure to say this. Welcome. The Law Society of New South Wales is the home of our community, with more than 34,000 members spread far and wide across the state. Despite distance, we are bound by our shared duties, our commitment to continuous learning, our desire to defend the rights of all, our drive to give back to our communities, and most importantly, as touched upon by His Honour, to uphold the rule of law. As an early career lawyer, belonging to a strong network of colleagues has been crucial. I have been a part of the Law Society of New South Wales and New South Wales Young Lawyers, to which I encourage all of you to sign up, for 6 years. I have found friendship, mentoring, and professional support when I needed it most. I have found colleagues who have told me when I am wrong, and they have correctly guided me towards the better outcome. These things, along with a range of educational and collegiate events and publications, such as the Law Society Journal, are part of the work of the Law Society of New South Wales, work which traces back to 1842. As long-standing as the Law Society of New South Wales is, however, the roots of this profession date back much further. Today's ceremony connects us and you back to solicitors recorded on English court rolls from 1729, and even further, the custom of solicitors swearing or affirming an oath on admission to practice in England, which dates back to at least 1402. And here you are today, in 2025, in Sydney, taking a similar oath. So much work is behind you, and an even larger realm of possibility is open before each of you. And you are now part of a profession with very deep roots. The role of the Law Society of New South Wales is to ensure that each of you, as newly minted lawyers, can thrive and succeed in this, your chosen profession. We look forward to welcoming you into the Law Society community. And as for today, welcome to the profession, and my sincere and warmest congratulations to you all. You have thoroughly earned this. May it please the court.
Thank you, Ms. Loudon. Can I say this to you all in closing? The law is a wonderful profession. It's filled with stimulating, challenging, intelligent, committed people like you. You should be proud to be a lawyer. Don't worry about the lawyer jokes. You should be proud to be a lawyer. You are part of a very important profession. The legal profession is a very important part of our community, and you are now a very important part of that profession. Work hard, take pride in your work, look out for your colleagues, contribute to your community, and don't take yourself too seriously. We wish you all the best of luck on what I'm sure will be an exciting journey that lies ahead for a full and rewarding legal career for you all. On behalf of all the judges of the court, I again congratulate you on your admission and welcome you to the legal profession. The court will now adjourn.
All stand. This honourable court is now adjourned.